Hey folks, welcome to my channel. I'm Brooke Ritchie. I'm a 20-year vocalist, musician, and trauma survivor, and I'm blending all of my experience and my studies together to help other people transmute their experiences in trauma into life and love. And this may seem impossible, I know. For years I thought it was impossible because why? The hook is so strong in your system and on your brain. And I talk a lot and really, really believe in the power of your human voice, of the voice, the organ of your soul. And why is it the organ of the soul? Well, it literally takes up half of your body. And when you're utilizing all of it, and not just that, it takes up half your body and so many different muscles, and there's a mechanism of things going on in order for you to make audible sound. I can't emphasize enough how miraculous this is, that we have an instrument inside of our body, and when we don't use it, when we don't speak out, the good things in our lives and the bad things in our lives, and we don't process those things with the communication with ourselves, with spoken language, we're not in touch with ourselves. So this video is quick video on divine presence, because this is the ultimate thing that's going to help you uncover any suppressed trauma and help you conquer your trauma. It's by being divinely present with yourself. And that, I know, sounds terrifying because your body is now in this place of being wired of, I can't trust that anywhere I go is safe because of X, Y, and Z things. So that's where I invite you to sit with that feeling. Going back to my last videos where I use a lot of metaphors because I think metaphors are really helpful in understanding and learning, and especially for trauma survivors who I know where your brain's been at. I know where it is, where it just feels like a discombobulated mess. I've walked the same path, I know. And I still have to check myself every now and then of, oh, you're dissociating. You know what happens when you dissociate, and we don't want to do that anymore, So we can talk about that, for example, dissociation. You're dissociating because you're anxious, and you're anxious because you don't feel safe. So if we do this reverse engineering mechanism of finding and uncovering things, that's what's going to set us free. Because maybe all you can focus on is the symptom, right? So you ask yourself, here's the symptom, I'm dissociating, I'm here, but that's caused by what? Anxiety. And that's caused by what? A lack of safety. That's caused by what? A crossing of boundaries. That's caused by what? Who did it? Okay, so when you reverse engineer with the symptom that you're feeling, you're able to, go back and link it all together. I hope this is helping, and that you're tracking with this. Divine presence is when you are in, what else about divine presence? Divine presence is when you're in your most authentic self. You are free to create, you are free to be, you are not operating out of force. It's through divine presence. And the thing about divine presence is not everyone's gonna like the outcome of your divine presence. Because when you are saying to yourself, okay, I'm feeling these expectations from other people, I'm feeling this pressure. For example, you're dissociating. There's a pressure that you're putting on yourself to show up in some kind of way, in a room of people, in a place with others that you're close to. There's this pressure that you're trying to put over yourself, which is really not you being authentic. You being authentic is being like, yo, I'm here. and I'm just doing my thing, just like y'all are doing your thing. For example, being at the gym. You go to the gym and you struggle to just get into your workout flow because you are paranoid. This is an example. Because you're paranoid of eyes looking at you. This could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be the gym. It could be at the grocery store. It could be at social outings. It could be anywhere. And you are holding yourself with this pressure of what? You have to ask yourself what that pressure is. Because for me, it's something else. For me, it's one thing. For you, it could be something else. There could be, just ask yourself, why are you so pressured? And where does that pressure come from? You're dissociating, okay, then the anxiety, then the fear, then the lack of safety, and then the boundaries crossed, and then what? What's below all of this? In my last few videos, I talk about, especially the last video, I talk about depression and anxiety and where those diagnoses come from. I was someone who used prescription drugs very, very briefly and was very adamant on I don't want to use these things long term. I'm not knocking it because it did help me. Girl needed to sleep. I was struggling with insomnia and I was able to sleep and, get back on track. But what I'm saying is you got to do that with yourself in the moment, because otherwise what you're doing is creating a pattern of habit. You're creating cognitive behaviors that you actually don't want to have. So when you're not divinely present with yourself, when you're not attuned with yourself and with the symptoms, you're rejecting yourself, you're continuing to reject yourself, and now your body is primed and programmed to continue to keep rejecting yourself. You're going to continue you're going to continue neglecting yourself until you say, I'm feeling this symptom right now. I'm going to sit with it this time. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to feel what's going on in my body, and I'm going to connect with this so that I don't keep dissociating, so that I don't keep floating, so that I feel connected. We're wired for connection. And with trauma survivors, I'm one of them, trauma wants us to stay isolated. Don't stay isolated, especially with yourself. You gotta connect with that symptom, with that thing that's going on, with the depression, with the anxiety, with the insomnia, with the BPD, with the OCD, with the ADHD, with all of it. You gotta connect with it, and you gotta ask yourself those questions of reverse engineering. This is what I can see. Where'd it come from? 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 Because when you're in this place of confusion for too long, you're in a place of vulnerability, and that's not safe. And I know if you're here watching and you're here listening and following me, you want that among anything else in the world. You want to be safe. So do the work. You can do it. I believe in you. If you need help, I have a few options for you. I just released my guide, Goodbye Trauma, which is a comprehensive look at my experiences and things that I discovered along my journey, including the cure to HSV2. Yes, I was healed of this after I was attacked, and it was passed on to me by my attacker. And I was healed of this. The cure that I found is in that guide. It is by using your voice. You have to believe that you can heal yourself. And then what else do I have? You can join Amplify Your Voice. Amplify Your Voice is my 6-week program, which is designed for people to launch forward in their life. It's like taking a leap forward in, I'm stuck and I'm stagnant and I want to get unstuck and stagnant. That's what Amplify Your Voice does. It helps you get unstuck. It helps you identify the roadblocks, and maybe even uncover suppressed memories, because it's built off of my experience of using my voice for 3 years to recover a 15-year suppressed memory. That's Amplify Your Voice. You do sing in it. I teach you how to find your starting pitch and your frame of reference with your voice, and how to expand in 3D with your voice and who you are, the essence of who you are, the organ of your soul. And you can also work with me one-on-one. I'm looking for 5 individuals right now, and you can go find the spot. What I'm saying is spots are open if this page link listed below is up. So don't hesitate on that if you are wanting help. If you are wanting to do mirror work, that's what I focus on, is mirror work, and we vocalize, and you take the steps into your world from the space that we build with each other. So I would love to work with you. And if you're struggling right now, you are not alone. You just got to connect with yourself. So connect with yourself. Don't isolate. Much love. See you in the next video.